Wraggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review from the barbecue. It's the first barbecue review of the year. I'm cooking some chicken for my son. I'm cooking chicken and sage onion sausages for me and my son upstairs, the older son, and then some Richmond sausages for the wife. So it's time to drink some Sauce House rather, and it's their wit beer, a dry wit in a wet country. And it says here, with subtle notes of coriander and orange peel, dry wit in a wet country is a smooth, easy drinking wit beer. Best served at 10 degrees. That's probably about the temperature it's been in the beer room, to be fair. So, bottled on February 2023, so it's only bottled a month ago. These beers flying out. They're brewing some really good beers, and one of these days I'll actually get over to Edwalton and meet the good people and you know, see what beers they've got now. I did say I was cooking, and there you go, chicken sausages. Who knew? So I'm just going to move them down because it's starting to burst from the seams, so that's good because it's cooking on the inside. But what it also means is I need to just keep the eye on nothing worse than overcooked barbecue stuff. So all cooking rather nicely, and the main thing is I don't want anything cooking in the next 10 minutes so I can actually do a beer review. Smells gorgeous, which is what I'm after. So let's crack this open. ABV was, if you look at the ABV, did a, apologies, 4.7%. Okay, so I'm on the side of my garden. You can see the lovely decking area behind my seating. Embracing that outdoor space, it's what I'm about. I mean, I'm a gardener, so I love the outdoors. Oh, that's on the floor. Look at that, beautiful. So lots of carbonation going off. It's like a hazy lemony looking pour. White head on that. Apologies for the glass. So it looks good already. You know, these days it's not all about clear beer. You know, the best beers are actually those that are hazy, because the amount of flavour is left in. It's not been used finings to strip it out. Which, you know, in some ways, would you rather have something that's full of flavour and looks clear, or something that's maybe a bit hazy all day long? Certainly a bit of coriander on the nose. Cheers, Sauce House. Thank you for your, you know, as much as with a beer review channel, it's as much as, for me, it's about buying new beers, trying those beers out, and giving my honest valuation, but in a nice way as well. You know, not trying to be an idiot or trying to make a statement. I do see that on the internet, and I don't like it. You know, unless it's a really dreadful beer, like some of the macro stuff that's in supermarkets. But you know, but what we do at Sauce House also actually share stuff as well, so that's great. You know, as a beer reviewer, there's not enough of that going off. For me, if you do a good beer review, then I think in a lot of ways you're promoting that brewery's product, and a bit of reciprocation is not a bad thing. Anyway, cheers. Ooh, very, very flavourful. Certainly orange and coriander straight away, but there's lots going off here. I've got to keep swapping over because I need to make sure stuff don't burn. It's like my son's chicken. I've got an autistic son, so his chicken's cooking as well. And I'm going to say this on all my local brewery, or for all the local brewery beer reviews I do from now on. July next year, 2023, me and my good lady wife, 25 years married next year, we're going to have a wedding vow renewal up at Cockley Country House Hotel in Arnold, out on the outskirts of Arnold, Burnston, basically. What we are going to do, we are going to have a mini beer festival at the wedding for the evening, as part of the evening festivities. I'm going to have as many breweries there local and a few national as well, if I can tap a few national up. And I'm not asking for free beer, don't get me wrong, but what if I can get stuff in keg, mini kegs, casks, or bag in a box, then that'll be amazing. And this is something that I'm going to say on every single beer review going forward. And it's something I want to do. I want to get them all lined up, a Wraggy beer festival, and obviously I'll be inviting as people from the beer brewery industry, people from the beer review industry, them that will come. Some people might say I'm not going anywhere near you, but it'll be a laugh, and that's try beers, meet other beer reviewers who are interested in reviewing your beers, meet other people from breweries. I think it'll be a great little get, and obviously it's me and the wife wedding vow. So anyway, back to the beer in question. Oh, nice twang to it. Certainly getting those notes. It's interesting for me from Source House. Obviously, I don't know Source House, so, only from what I see on the internet and social media and what I hear. And I notice about Source House that they like their beers. And if you're going to brew beer, you've got to like beer. And that for me, it's a passion, isn't it? It's this thing. I am not only somebody who likes a beer to do beers and do beer reviews, but I'm also a gardener, and I love what I do. And it's if you can get as much out of it, if you can do a job you love, then you've already won life, in my opinion. And as a hobby, wow. 3 hobbies I have, well, 4 if you count the family, but obviously family, dog, hobby, gardening, hobby, beer reviews, hobby, theme parks, hobby. And tomorrow, Alton Towers, looking forward to it. So, this is on sale at the Real Ale store in Newark. It's also on sale at Totally Tapped in Beeston in Nottinghamshire. I'm not sure if they deliver. But it's also on sale. It was on sale at Adventure Beer. I think they've already ran out because Source House are only brewing off a small kit, so they'll only make so many bottles per time. So if you want it, and if you see releases, make sure you're there first and get out there. Especially if you're local, you've got the option to get there very quickly. Adventure Beer is an absolute gold mine for me, and one of the best. And I think he's got the potential to open up a tap room at Adventure Beer, not only to sell keg beers. Obviously he'd have to employ some staff because he's busy enough himself, but he's got tap room potential there, really has. And having a small brew kit in there himself, brewing Adventure Beer beers, could you imagine? I think it's doable. And obviously lottery winnings, if I was lucky enough to win the lottery, I'd put that to him. I'd say, why not? You've already got the premises, why not? And you've already got the license. What about doing a tap room? It's in a good location, Top Valley. He's got all his bottled beers there, so he's got like a good 100 or so different beers anyway, and then a bit of stuff brewing on brew that you could put in keg and get in like local breweries to bring kegs down, I see it as an amazing possibility. So, not going to go on too long because I don't want my food to die. But yeah, lovely beer, loving the coriander, the orange, nice twangy, lots more complex than even I can pick out. Like I said, nice dryness to it, certainly flavourful, and a decent beer. Sauce House, keep your eye out for these people. And I do hope that Sauce House make it to Nottingham craft beer this year. Are there any breweries that can let them piggyback and have a couple of kegs down there? For me, you know, if you make it big, helping out your fellow brewer, I think is an amazing thing. This is something also that I want to put out there to the local breweries, that, you know, it's all about helping each other's. 2 years of COVID, you know, we need to help each other's. A good 4.3 out of 5 for me, and yeah, I mean, it's not a style that really is a go-to style for me, but I enjoyed that, and that's what matters to me. Well, cheers all, see you later.